What's going on, everybody? We are back and we are making some bluegill. We're gonna spice it up by adding some Shore Lunch Cajun style. This is gonna be good. Stay tuned for this. Step number one, I'm gonna be taking these eggs, breaking them open and whisking those together. Have a separate bowl for milk. What you're gonna wanna do is take those batted down and dry fillets. As you can see, well, it's not dry yet, but we're gonna get to it. But we're gonna take those dry fillets, we're gonna put them in the milk first, let them soak a little bit, then we're gonna next put them into the whisk or the egg yolk. Then we're gonna take that, put it directly into our spiced up Shore Lunch Cajun style in here. And then we're gonna get that all thick. I mean, I like a thick coat there because I know it's gonna fry up pretty fast, given that this is gonna be a smaller fillet. So we're gonna take that and then we're gonna stick it in the old pan for about 3 or 4 minutes on each side until golden brown, and it's gonna be delicious. And then my wife made some homemade tartar sauce, so stay tuned for the recipe for that as well. It's gonna be good. Let's get into it. All right, we're gonna take these eggs. I usually just use a flat surface. I'm probably gonna use about half a bag. I want to use my whole box, you know, cheap. Okay, and now again, we're gonna take our additional seasonings. So in this situation, we got salt, pepper, some good old Italian seasonings, and then your Lowry's garlic salt. I want a little bit more pop, so we'll start with that. Measure with your heart. All right, next step is going to be getting that cold water running. So you should have thawed your meat for a few hours, or you can take the cheap way out by using hot water around the actual bag. So I'm going to drain this. And again, let those drain out. Alright, and then we're going to take these out. Now you can go one by one or by handful, whatever you want to do. We're going to put these and lay these on a plate with already paper towel in there. Make sure to get those start drying. Yes, they're going to get wet and messy, but it really helps with coating the egg and milk by letting that dry just for a little bit or pat it down.
This fillet right here is an example of why you want to get underneath that rib cage. Look at how much more meat there is to work with. So providing a way bigger fillet and much more meat to eat, baby.
All right, I'm gonna bat these down. Now we're gonna toss these fillets when these are a little bit drier. Toss these into the milk first, let those soak. Immediately into the egg, stir that around, let it soak. Then we put it right into the batter. Flip that around a few times depending on how thick you want it. And we're gonna be tossing that in the pan for about 3 or 4 minutes on each side, and whatever your preference is, until golden brown, and it's gonna be mint, so stay tuned.
Very, very simple here. Take your dried fillet, drop it in the milk for a second or two. Then you're gonna put in your whisked egg for a second or two. Then after that, you're gonna put in your fish batter. Again, me, I like it a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker, but it's all about your personal preference. As you can see, I'm not wearing gloves in this video, but I would fully recommend wearing gloves because again, that batter gets really stuck on your fingers, making it a lot more difficult to get through more than like 5 fillets. So again, I fully recommend wearing gloves. Next step you should be is grabbing a new plate so that we can put those batter fillets on the plate so you can drop it into the hot pan. You're gonna want a brand new plate with a paper towel after to make sure you can kind of drain that grease to make it a little bit healthier, or at least I tell myself it's a little bit healthier, so it's gonna be worth it. This right here is what the final product should look like. Again, this is a little bit thicker for me, but that's my personal preference.
Again, I like that nice thick coat.
When frying fish, I prefer to use canola oil. Why? Because of the neutral flavor and affordability. Much cheaper than vegetable oil. But again, you could use either or. It's based on your preference.
Nice solid base. Alright, we'll wait a few minutes for this to get hot. I want to make sure that's pretty much scorching hot, so when I lay each of those down on each side, it's about 3 or 4 minutes on each side again, so golden brown or whatever your preference is. Alright, again, it's about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. Alright, these bad boys are done. Let's take them off. Like to let the grease drain a little bit. Put that immediately on toilet paper towel and plates. Again, let the grease drain a little bit. These look really good. Alright, last but not least, pair that with some homemade tartar sauce. Alright, let's try it out. Alright, that's bussin'. And there you have it. Homemade bluegill, some homemade tartar sauce made by the old wife. Can't wait. Woo-wee!